Come on in, you guys. Come on in. We sent out notifications. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see where we at. What's today's date? Let's see. January 15th. Okay. All right, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. If it's your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when we are going live. Okay. As always, this is going to be a general reader for the collective dealing with the sign of Virgo, Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements, wherever you may have Virgo in your chart. Cross watchers, you are welcome to join us, but as always, keep it classy. Moderators control the chats, okay? So if moderators see anything that's disrespectful or negative, moderators will block you, delete you, put you in timeout, kick you out the chats completely. Okay, even remove you from the platform. Okay, so with that being said, Virgos, allow us to begin, okay? Because for the energy here on this here day, this is going to be a reading for mid January from January 18th to the 24th, 2026, okay? So right now, the moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, which makes a lot of sense, okay? I do feel as though Virgos, um, is nothing that you are doing, right? It's your aura, it's your energy, it's your glow, okay? It don't even have to so much as be about a glow up. It's just your glow. It's something about your aura, your energy that when you walk into a room, your presence immediately grabs attention from others, okay? You know, straight, narrow, same sex, whatever the case may be, male, female, when you walk in a room, you gather a lot of attention immediately to you, okay? And so for some of you, Virgos, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who, um, whenever they hear your name mentioned, or when they see a post from you, or when they, see you receiving lots of attention from others, okay? These people are quick to gather up against you and wish your downfall, okay? And so, for some of you, when it comes to you dealing with these particular people, places, and things, family, fake friends, co workers, ex lovers, lovers, spouse, children, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be, take what resonate, leave the rest. Um, what I'm getting here is that there has been some major deceit and betrayal. What I'm getting here is that someone, when it comes to dealing with this particular group or these people, they have tried to send you some form of mental block. Um, Not just a mental block, but a mental block of betrayal, hurt, sadness, um, thoughts of past remorse and regrets, a lot of deceit, deception, and manipulation, a lot of trickery, a lot of homemongers, a lot of um, groups, gathers, and cliques turn against you, a lot of false rumors, people gossiping about you, spreading things about you that's not true, trying to tap into your energy, trying to break your self esteem, trying to cause you to suffer with some sort of low self esteem so that you will begin to doubt yourself or question yourself. Make it so that you won't love yourself and that you start having negative thoughts of yourself when it comes to the the Five of Wands here with this here Five of Swords energy, with the Eight of Swords energy, definitely trying to entrap you and set you up. Ten of the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, um, definitely stabbing you in the back maliciously over and over and over again, um, wishing bodily harm. Uh, it's like when it comes to the Four of Pentacles in reverse, again, like I said, trying to definitely get you, trying to cause a major disturbance, trying to sidetrack you, throw you off course. It's like a game of blindfold and manipulation here. And I'm getting that you are someone's target, that this is not just a group of females. Some of you can also be having a dominant male uh, force of negative energy of animosity and hate trigger toward you as well. Um, because this is crazy. Because see, this particular deck that I'm coming from here on this particular deck, this is my hoodoo tarot deck. Okay, so very strong, spiritual, divine messages coming from your ancestor from the grave. Okay, and we're going to tap and we're going to talk about that and we're going to discuss that. Okay, because you guys, it is taking me back to the history of your late ancestors who lived upon the plantation, who were slaves, and they had to come together in unity to pull together, and they had to form some sort of strong spiritual belief of religion dealing with protection. Okay, so I'm getting a whole lot of strong spiritual ancestor messages that's coming in. All right, but I'm gonna show you the cards here because this is definitely a deep message. And shout out to my moderators if they're in the building, because I'm seeing, certain things are being said. Like I said, you guys, as you come in, please understand that my moderators are in the chat. And for those of you who are sitting back in the cut and you're watching and you're observing, welcome, because every time I log off, I'm like, whoa, I see all the people who was actually not just the people in the chats, but I'm also taking notice of all the people who's sitting back and just watching and viewing the video. So if it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Okay, the notification bell so you know when I'm going live, because I don't come in here every day. I only come in here as I am spiritually led to do so. Okay. So I'm just, consider me the spiritual messenger, if you will. Okay. So welcome. Like I said, if it's your first time, we appreciate your support to the channel. All right. So like I said, when it comes to my hoodoo, my tarot cards here, this particular card right here, this is your Two of Swords. Okay. And so I'm getting with this card here, I'm receiving that somebody was definitely trying to spiritually attack you. Okay. This is somebody who was trying to oppose negative energy your way. These are people, or particular someone, who was hoping that you was going to pretty much try to, delete yourself, if you will. Okay. And it's like with that Two of Swords, Three of Swords, again, like I said, hurt, anger, and betrayal. Okay, disappointment here. That Five, a lot of sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Deceit, deception, and sabotage for sure. And this is not your energy. Okay, this is not your energy. These are people who was trying to come against you when it comes to the Four of Pentacles in reverse. They was trying to get you to really doubt yourself. See here go your group of enemies, females clicking up against you. Um, I see shadow work being done. I see shadows in the background. And the shadows that I see, this could be a part of your spiritual ancestor tribe, okay? So it's like when I see Virgo, this is you with the blue, and then this is the group of people that's gathering against you, trying to come against you. And see the Eight of Swords trying to entrap you, set you up, plotting against you, stabbing you in the back multiple times over and over and over again. These are people who was definitely trying to place some sort of heavy burden on your back, wanting you to carry this past anger, hurt, and betrayal from past, wanting you to carry this, hoping that you were going to stumble and fall, wanting to see you struggle to get up. And see, for some of you with this here Four of Swords, you could be grieving in silence or simply taking some time to really go away carefully to heal. And see, here we have like the Father of Sticks. So in this situation here, we have a situation where this is someone who was also somewhat spiritually led. But in this situation here, this is somebody who does root work. They view themselves as a root doctor. This is somebody who, no matter what, it has to be their way or no way. Okay? And if they don't get what they want in their favor, then they will do whatever it takes to turn things around in their favor if they have to go against you. Okay? And so, to me, this is somebody who views you as a bit of competition. It's like the last man standing. But now, see, Virgo, when it comes to the Dr. Grant card, this is my Hermit card. This is my Virgo card. And so when it comes to you going within and reflecting and soul searching, you're doing it with the hyphen card right here. This is my Bishop card, okay? And so when this Bishop card comes out with the Dr. Grant card, okay, this is speaking to you from your spiritual ancestors below, and they are saying, the need is come for you to humble yourself. When it comes to these people who are trying to harm you and wish bodily harm against you, these are people trying to spiritually attack your finances, your money. And the message that I'm getting concerning your finances and your money is that try not to get too caught up on materialistic items and only focus on what it is you really truly need at this time for spiritual salvation, peace, and prosperity, and growth in wisdom. I'm getting that materialism, material items are a dime a dozen and they will come at a later time. I'm getting for you not to be anxious, but to seek patience and walk in peace and love and know that you are covered and protected by the divine. Spirit is saying for you to get into your prayer closet and learn to become a prayer warrior at this time and seek your spiritual ancestors' face. It's time for you to really go deep within and really tap on the doors of your ancestors, your late ancestors, especially those of you who are from the South, okay? If you're like from down south, Alabama, North Carolina, New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, where the rituals are very strong, right? State of Georgia. If you come from a very strong spiritual background, family, even from your spiritual ancestors who cover you, I'm talking like your grandparents all the way down to your great grandparents, your great great grandparents, to your triple great great grandparents. They are a force to be reckoned with. They cover you very deeply. Okay. Now, and how I know this is like, for example, the Dr. Buzzard card. This is your justice card, right? Now, when it comes to the Dr. Buzzard card in this particular reading, this is someone who has the power to flip things either for the good or either for the bad. When I see the Dr. Buzzard coming to your card, somebody again who's very strong when it comes to voodoo practices. Okay. So this particular reading from this particular deck that I'm using now, this is all about going deep within. Okay. Soul searching deep within your spiritual plantation of where your ancestors really truly come from. Back when they were being purchased and bought as slaves, okay, from the master, okay, back when your spiritual ancestors were being brutally mistreated, um, and they had to learn survival the best way they could, okay, and it took a whole lot of sincere spiritual religious practices in order for them to survive, okay, in order for them to overcome. And there were a lot of spiritual hymns from the Bible and scriptures from the Bible that your spiritual ancestors relied on very heavy. Even when it comes to certain colors, the color turquoise, cornrows, people don't understand the history of where cornrows or corn braids began and how it started, as a signal to save the slaves trying to run away from the railroad tracks. They put tracks into their heads and they use cornrows to save the people. Okay. And you had some very strong spiritual ancestors who was aware of the knife that was being dug in them. And so in this particular case here, when somebody is trying to spiritually attack you when it comes to the Dr. Buzzard. So let's say this person is on your side. And let's say you have a court case or there's a lot of betrayal in the workplace. And Dr. Buzzard is on your side. And he's somebody who works in complete magic. So when Dr. Buzzard comes into a room and he sees there are a group of people that's against you, immediately he's gonna jump right into it. He's gonna snap right into what he has to do, right? And so when you see this card comes in, the meaning behind this here spiritual magic and power is for Dr. Buzzard to chew on a certain root. When he walks into a room surrounded by enemy, he puts that spiritual that herb, that root into his mouth and he chews it and he spits it out. Okay. And he places a spell upon it. Okay. And so it's like when I see this group of people who are coming against you and they are wishing this harm your way. You have this religion person, Gula Jack. So now when I look at Gula Jack, immediately, this is somebody who I'm getting ready to show you. This right here is Papa Canadello. Papa Canadello, deep from the south of New Orleans. A person who was strong in his history and his roots. A man of protection when it comes to protecting that home front. So you can have a strong spiritual ancestor with that third eye open. You see the third eye? Walks in the power of protection. This is somebody who has your back. So for those of you who know, you know. So it's like not only are the third eye open, the temple is open, but they come in with the grandchildren card. Some of you have a strong grandmother, ancestor who is looking over the situation. Then you have the Father of Wands, a leader of authority, someone who walks in power, who's stern. This is a grandfather. This grandfather and this grandmother and these spiritual ancestors that have your back, they were a witness to the behavior and the actions of what these people was trying to do to you. These people sent in demonic, monitoring evil spirits to come around you. What's up, Portia? I see you, girl. And the message that I am receiving from the ancestor is that as soon as your spiritual ancestor walked into the room and they spotted a presence over you as you laid asleep, your spirit ancestors came in and they came in together, and your spiritual ancestors spoke out loud and said, loosen your hands over my child, you sinner of devil worship. You sinner, devil, release my child. Loosen, let go. And as they surrounded that demonic spirit, that spirit quickly led because they were that demonic spirit was outnumbered. And so your ancestors is walking through your home, slamming, cleansing. And how you know when your spiritual ancestors are among you. And I had this happen to me early this morning around 6 a.m. Your spirit ancestors will knock something off your wall. They might knock down a picture. They might knock something off your dresser. They might knock something off your mirror. They might turn your water faucet on. They might turn your TV on. They might turn your radio on. But they will do something to get your attention so that you will hear them and know they are there. And so when demonic spirits is coming up against you, your ancestors will enter into this place. And so here you have the mother of coins and the father of coins together working on your behalf with the strength card. Here go the mother of wands. This is like the queen of wands standing in her power. a spiritual realist. Here you are with the Seven of Pentacles, Virgo, paying close attention to your harvest and paying close attention to detail. Here you are at the garden. All things are working out in your favor. Here you are with the Nine of Pentacles. You're putting the focus back on yourself. It's like you're coming in with the Three of Cups, celebrating yourself. Now, when it comes to the Six of Pentacles, in this particular deck here, the message for you is to be careful not to gamble away all your losses. And when it comes to giving and receiving, be careful who you entertain, because everybody who comes within your presence don't always have good intentions. Because some of you are about to receive some sort of winning, or you got somebody who's coming to you to collect and with their hand out to take from you, okay? Because the Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. And it can also be about breadcrumbing, right? When people see you doing good, everybody come out the woodworks. But then when people see you not doing so good, start wishing you downfall, they want to start gossiping and talking and stabbing you in the back and plotting and playing all that. Everybody turns against you. Your phone don't ring. Nobody comes to see about you. Nobody visits you, write you, call you, or text you. You know, nobody gives a damn. But then as soon as they see you rising above the BS, here everybody comes a running. So Spirit is telling you to keep in mind not to allow for people to use you for what they want and take from you to go and do what they want, whatever with it. Some of you have a past person from the Six of Cups, so you could be reminiscent from the past. Or you can have a past person trying to come in and make this some sort of small token, trying to come in. But again, you have to be careful, because you have to think about it. Is this interest in heart, right? Because now when nobody has spoken to you and there hasn't been no sort of communication whatsoever, and now all of a sudden here comes somebody who you haven't spoken to 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and all of a sudden here they come popping up at the woodworks. You're covered by the angel of divine. See, again, strong Father helping to do a cleansing. It's up to you to know how to protect yourself. For those of you who received this message, I need for you to really, really, really understand that it's the importance of applying yourself spiritually, protecting yourself, protecting your aura, protecting your space, protecting your energy, protecting your home, protecting your doors and your windows and your floors and your walls. The time has come for you to look out for you now, but you're not alone. And remember, like I said, I spoke. This is see, listen, look at this card. I just said your spiritual ancestors from the plantation. You look in the background, you see that house and you see the land and you see the property, you see the plantation. These are your ancestors that's coming back from the plantation, from the grave of slavery. Some of you will need to get into herbal practices. Because, see, there's been some sort of huge disappointment and huge loss. I see a lot of rebellion going on. I see revelations, abandonment issues, rejection issues, torture issues, mistreatment. It's like things washing away. Because I'm hearing spiritual hymns. Whether this is coming from the northern Piedmont, because I'm receiving, yes, definitely slave plantations of what the master did, how your people was mistreated. Let my people go, for thou loosen your hands. Let no slick person of demeanor try to lay hands on you or touch you, hug you, come up to you and try to kiss you, hold your hands, rub you, especially don't let them touch your hair or your head. Don't let them touch you, period. It's like people wanting to swap energy, destiny swap. Or somebody that's coming up to you, rubbing their hands on you to try to, play some sort of negative energy on you. Trinity's in the building. What's up, girl? Shout out to my moderators in the building. The last reading I did when I came in here late in the wee hours of the night, early in the morning, we had what, 16,000 people on this here. I said, you got to be joking. When I logged off, it was like, I said, oh, wow. Y'all was really rocking with me. The last reading I did, I said, y'all held it down. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it because that was crazy as hell when I saw that. I said, what? So y'all really rocked out. And so we had over 5,000 people that was up here watching us on the last reading that we did. The last time I came in, I was like, yo, that's what's up. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So to the 1,600 of y'all that was up here rocking out with us, I truly do appreciate it. I really do. I still have a little bit of a slight cough. I went to the doctor. My doctor put me on steroids. I don't go back to work until next week. So I've been out of work now. Oh my God, since last week, Tuesday, today's Wednesday, I've been out of work now about a good 7-8 days. And so it is what it is at this point. But I think I missed Wednesday, Thursday, let's see. I missed actually 5 days of work, you guys. 5, and then tonight and tomorrow. That's 7, yeah, so that's a week. And plus Sunday 8, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's costing me. But you know what? My health is more important. That job is gonna still be there. My doctor told me I can't go with the work until next week, and I was like, all right, I gotta get well, making sure that I'm 100. I feel a lot better compared to last week, though. I really got hit with that super flu bug, really, really deep. With that A and flu, what they call that shit, influenza or whatever, however the hell they pronounce that shit. But that super flu shit, that type A, that shit hit me in my, it really, I felt it. But it's all good. It's all good because I'm blessed that I received my COVID and flu shot before that happened. So I didn't have to be hospitalized, but it was scary. Just nonetheless, I feel better. Not all the way out the woods, but overcoming. Yeah, Virgo, the Ace of Coins. Like I said, somebody tried to spiritually attack your finances, but spiritually you're going to be covered. So you may not receive a lot, but you're going to receive what it is you need to cover you. You said you had it too? Yeah, that was crazy, right? I know I've heard a lot of people say that this is some stuff that's in the air. It's been like really, really foggy in a lot of different states and cities, right? The climate. You said, yeah, light and love, healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so like I said, when it comes to this here, Page of Cups, the Son of Baskets, some of you may receive some sort of unexpected news or unexpected surprise from a younger water sign. Whether this person may pop up or you may receive some sort of text message, I don't know, letter, phone call, somebody might surprise you and show up at your door. And there go the Ace of Pentacles right here. Yeah, be careful for what you eat. Don't allow people to feed you. Be careful what you eat and don't allow people to feed you. Because it's like somebody might come and offer you a plate of food, you know, and just to be kind, you might, you might take it. But then my advice is to say no, thank you. Or if you feel like, okay, let me take it, trash it as soon as you get it. Okay. Shout out to Chi-Town. You said yes, Chicago. Shout out. I know quite a few people from Chicago, from Chi-Town. So shout out to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. So yeah, I know quite a few people from the Chi-Town, from the Chi area, Chicago. Yeah, shout out to Australia, Texas, Georgia, wherever you might be. You know what I'm saying? Put your state. Feel free to put your state, your city. You know, if you're from out of the country, feel free to put that down. Let us know what your sign is. You're a Scorpio. I have Scorpio placements. You know, so shout out to the crosswise here. Yeah. Definitely subscribe. My moderator just said make sure you subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Feel free to send love donations, super chat, whatever's on your heart to do. If you want to super chat the channel to keep the growth coming, we appreciate your support. If you wish to, make a super chat, you can. We don't ask for anything here. Okay, so if you wish to make a love donation to the channel, we appreciate it. Yeah, Virgo, when it comes to the Six of Swords, I see you leaving this type of situation behind. Spiritually, change is coming in. It might not come in right now, but change is coming in. And so where you are, it might not be long term. Where you are may not be your final destination. Some of you may be moving toward a new destination in April and May, or between June and August, June and July. But I do feel like for some of you, it's going to be a change of residence for some of you. It's important for you to cleanse, wash your feet. Yeah, many of you are definitely ready for the new when it comes to making future plans with this here Two of Wands. You're working on your stability and security as you should. And like I said, sweetheart, there go your ancestors. When it comes to this here, I can't make it up. Some of you may need to reach out to book a reading. If you wish to book a private reading, I'm always available. Because it's something that you are needing to do, that your ancestors want you to do. But I'm not going to speak on it here on YouTube because I don't know who's watching. Okay? So feel free to book a reading so that I can help you with that. Just like I said, be careful when it comes to people trying to feed you. The Seven of Swords. You can have somebody who's trying to be nice, but they don't mean you no good. Cooking up a meal in a pot, poison in a pie. Seven of Swords is never a good card. They could present themselves and make themselves seem bashful and cunning. This is somebody who's trying to offer you, don't, like I said, don't take the plate. This could be somebody inviting you over for dinner, for lunch, for brunch, or breakfast. Turn it down. Yeah, somebody here, you can either be in a situation where you either live together, dating somebody, seeing somebody. Um, again, don't eat off this person's plate. Especially for my Virgo males. If you're dealing with a female, you go to her house and she cooks for you. It's gonna be some shit in that pot on that plate. Somebody said, how much are my readings? $25 for 20 minutes, $35 for 30 minutes, $65 for an hour. So my best advice for you would be to jump in and get that 20-minute reading or that 30-minute reading, okay? 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, 35, okay? And I will, I'll post up if you go into my where you could probably stroll down on some of my posts on the community tab, okay? And email me. My moderators, if you're in the building here, moderators, put up my email. All that's in my channel description. If you go over to my, Trinity says she already did. If you go over to my YouTube channel, if you're on my YouTube channel right now, go to where it says description and you will see all my information right there in the description. Okay. How to schedule an appointment. If you wish to schedule an appointment, I do all schedule appointments by email. Okay. So if you email me, make sure that you send me your name and your birthday, okay, with your phone number. All right. Name, birthday, phone number, and you could put a short abbreviation, to let me know what kind of reading you are seeking, or the reason why you feel like you need to have a reading. You don't have to go into deep detail discussion or anything. Keep it simple, keep it sweet. And I will definitely book you in a reading as soon as possible. Okay. Because I always respond to my emails immediately. Exactly. Look into my description box, you guys. Go over to my channel and where it says description. And I have two emails up there. I want to say one is Tracy, My Life Tarot, and the other one is bookmeym@gmail.com. They're both gmail.com. Yeah. Two of coins. The time has come to seek balance and don't let these people try to juggle you. I feel like you're getting ready to get balance into your life. Because in the past situation, you were unevenly yoked from this person. And it's like you're dealing with somebody who's trying to take fast action toward you. But for some of you, you finally got the freedom to walk away. And somebody could feel left out in the cold by you. Yeah. Or they was maliciously trying to leave you out in the cold. Like I said, this is definitely taking me back. Where somebody calls themselves trying to do something bad. Here go this person trying to hinder this person's progress, doing this spirit work. But then here go this grandmother, this mother figure saying, over my dead body. And sometimes it can come from your own damn people. It's like trying to torture somebody or bully somebody when they are down. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you are at your worst and you are down and out, that's when people try to come at you and poke, pick and poke. You know what I'm saying? When you at your most high stress levels, then here go the enemy trying to pick some shit, trying to get a reaction from you. It's like being on a job and having evil coworkers, and they may view you as being sensitive, or they know that you might be short tempered, and they might, let's say you walk into a room and then everybody starts laughing, hee ha ha, and they say something stupid for you to overhear it, just for you to respond and then go to the office and tell your boss, oh, Virgo did this or Virgo did that, when they were the ones that started the shit. Like I said, I see celebrations, but I also see somebody trying to force a, like I see celebrations, but then I see somebody trying to force a slice of cake on you. Like, here, take this, because things are going too good. So, what's the best way for me to slow Virgo down? Let me see if I can get Virgo to eat this food. Let me offer Virgo some dessert. And like I said, this is a general reading for the collective, okay? So, if you have Virgo placements, okay, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus, Virgo North Node, South Node, if you have Virgo placements, okay, you don't have to be a born Sun Virgo, you can have Virgo placements. If so, this may resonate, okay, because myself, I'm a Virgo Pisces Moon, and I have strong Libra placements 3 times in my birth chart. So, you know, you don't have to be a Virgo Sun. You can have Virgo placements. That's why I always say, cross watchers, you're welcome to join us. And I will come back with a bonus part 2 extended reading, okay? But I felt led to come in here and give you this spiritual message because this is coming from your ancestors, straight from the dirt. This is coming from your ancestors from the dirt. Like I said, book a reading, because I don't want to say too much. But there will be celebrations. There will be goals of achievement. Yeah. The 9 of Wands. You're still standing. You could be feeling tired and drained, beat up on, mentally effed up, but you're tired of taking people's shit. Now, look, I'm getting ready to show you this card. And I just said, this is coming from your spiritual ancestors from the plantation. Look at this. Take a deep look at this card. Let's say this is your spiritual ancestor. Let's say this is your great great grandmother or your great 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 grandmother. And she was a slave on the plantation and she was being abused mentally, verbally, emotionally, physically. And she got tired of putting up with people's chaos and people's shit. And she knew that she had to do what she had to do to protect herself. And I mentioned early on that back in the day, during those days, what did I say? I said they kept the spiritual hymn and the spiritual scriptures. They go to Bible in one hand, they go to loaded gun in another. And I said they did what they had to do to protect themselves from the master, from the people who were down with the KKK. They did what they had to do to protect themselves. They came together. Often, the darker your skin, you was on the outside. The dark skinned people slept in the outhouse. The people who were high yellow and light skinned, they had jobs as housekeepers to go in and work within the master's home, cook for the master, clean for the master. But the darker people were the ones who was mistreated. They had the most shit put upon their back. It's like back in the day, your grandmother or your grandfather may have said to you, if you had dark skin and thick hair, your hair is like wool, you may have heard your grandmother or your grandfather or your mother or your father say to you, the darker your skin is, the harder you are going to have to work. Because you may be skilled to 100%, you may be qualified to get the job, but somebody else might come along that's high, bright, light, yellow, white, and they might get the job but don't have no damn experience simply because they have a lighter complexion or better hair structure, and the dark skinned person will be left on the line for last, hang out dry. So when it comes to your spiritual ancestors, they had to do what they had to do to survive. Somebody said, I'm high yellow. Well, don't feel bad. I'm not dark skinned either. You understand what I'm saying? I'm multiracial, if you want me to be honest, okay? If you want to know, I'm British mulatto, okay? Native Indian, African descent, okay? So I'm light skinned too, you guys, all right? You know, I'm not red, I'm caramel, almond, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chocolate people, but I'm just saying, you know, this is coming from your spiritual ancestors, okay? We don't discriminate here, okay? I love all my people. I do not discriminate, okay? I am part Native Indian, I am part British, and I am part African American, okay? So I am multiracial, all right? I am part Cherokee, part Blackfoot, okay, and part Apache Indian. So I have 3 different tribes of Indian in my blood, all right? So yeah. So strong Native Indian background, strong British background, and like I said, African American black. So 3 different, okay? Yeah. But you know, so we don't judge here. We don't discriminate. We're not racist over here, all right? I can never do that because then I'll be talking about my damn self. So I would never do that. I can't talk shit about the white man because my great grandfather, you know what I'm saying, was a white man. My grandfather, my mother's father, he was half white, half black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mother's father had a white mother. You feel me? My father's grandmother had a white mother. Okay? So if you've been keeping up with me from day one and you've been following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever else, threads, whatever, you know, because I'm on social media all over the place, all right? You will see pictures of my grandmother, grandfather. You know, you'll see all the white folks in my family. Okay, shout out to them. You'll see all the Native Indians in my family. Shout out to them. And then you'll see my black folks. Okay, shout out to them. All right. So we don't judge over here. And thank you. Love you too. You said with hazel green eyes? Okay. My ex-husband who passed away, my ex-husband, he just passed away. I don't know, would it be a year, 2 years? I want to say he passed away in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it might be, you know, 2 years come April, or it might be a year. But anyway, my husband had blue eyes, okay? And he was half white, half black. And he had eyes. So yeah. Anyway, getting back into your reading. Like I said, these are hoodoo tarot cards. Okay, so if you want to know what deck I'm using, this is the hoodoo tarot deck. All right, you can Google it. All right, or you can go on Amazon and you can type in hoodoo tarot. All right. And this, I love the deck because it's deep. You know, you're tapping into your spiritual history of your ancestors. So it's a beautiful deck. It's a beautiful deck. It teaches you. It brings you back. You know. So I love it. But what is the message that? Yeah, like I said, some of you have grandparents who are happily married. And so let the Page of Pentacles tapping into your spiritual realm. Okay. And then they go to Nine of Swords, being spiritually attacked in your sleep, can't sleep, stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, anxiety, worryation. Remember when I said demonic spirits standing over your bed while you sleep, and your spirit ancestors walked into the room as you were sleeping, they saw you being spiritually attacked by the enemy? That just gives you clarity of what I said. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. In this case here, it's almost giving me like, it's kind of weird. Because see, the Nine of Cups is normally a wish fulfillment, right? Or somebody who views you as a wish fulfillment. But for some reason here in this particular deck, it's giving me illusions. It's giving me temptation. It's giving me trickery. It's giving me unexpected pregnancy, misled by the snake, smooth operator, alligator coming in, and you were bit, not knowing you got pregnant. And this could be somebody through addiction. Is giving me, this is definitely a Nine of Cups in reverse for sure. And I don't know why this is a Nine of Cups when to me it's giving me a Seven of Cups, but it's a Nine of Cups. But it's giving me Seven of Cups in reverse. Mm. Three of Pentacles. That Three of Pentacles is about working on short-term, long-term goals. People taking notice of your hard work. But in this case here, I'm getting somebody who is heavenly divine spiritually in her spiritual craft. Someone who knows exactly who she is. This could be a tarot reader. That could be you, right? Somebody who knows her craft. That's why I say the deep south, right? New Orleans, that sort of thing. And then here goes the free man walking from the cemetery or walking out of a courtroom, released from prison. Yeah, some of you are needing to cover yourselves. See, she has on her protection necklace, her protection earrings. She has her head covered. Let's see. Then I'm gonna end this reading. What other message is supposed to come out for Virgo? Then I'm gonna let it go. If it resonate, give it a thumbs up. I will come back with a part two bonus extended reading for you guys. Let's see. Anything else supposed to come from this right here? Because I believe I covered. Yeah, okay. So the Ace of Wands, your creativity, your talents, your passion, your skills. Don't be afraid to put it to use. Yeah, a lot of hoodoo, a lot of magic. Wow. I can't make this up, you guys. Like I said, spiritual ancestors. Look at this, Aunt Caroline, one of the slaves from the plantation. Let me see. Let me see. What is it that your Aunt Caroline wants to tell you? Let me see. What does Aunt Caroline have on her mind? Why is she showing up in your reading? Let's find out, shall we? Hold on 1 second, you guys. Oh, spirit is something else. Okay, let's see. Let's see why she showed up in your reading. Okay, Aunt Caroline represents the wheel of fortune, signifying fate, change, and karma, often pointing to unavoidable shifts, destiny, or cycles in life, but can also mean unwanted change, delays, or disruptions depending on the context. She embodies the principle that one is where they are meant to be, highlighting that event unfold due to destiny, even if they bring challenges or require patience and acceptance of life's turning wheel, according to source discussing the deck. Events are not accidental. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Change and karma cycles turn and consequences of past action and the inevitable flow of life. Disruption sometimes can indicate unfortunate events of unwanted changes entering your life. When Aunt Caroline appears, it's a call to acknowledge the powerful forces of fate at play. It's a reminder to accept the present moment of understand internal circumstances are shifting in your life, prompting you to align with them rather than resist. So this is why she showed up in your reading. Then let's talk about John Horse, which is putting me at because there's a powerful herb behind him. So let's see, why is he showing up in your reading? He represents the emperor, the major arcana, taking charge, leadership, organization, decisive action, a call to overcome self-doubt, build support, and move forward with strength. Somebody who's definitely a firm believer in what he does when it comes to his power. So again, when it comes to your spiritual ancestors, they're tapping on your shoulder. Your spiritual aunt, your spiritual ancestor is with you. You said it's weird. Yes, it is, right? Yeah, like I said, this is a deep reading. And sometimes I have to go within my damn self and I have to pull it up. You know what I mean? To get a real strong, uh clear answer. You know, when these people pop up, this is letting you know your spiritual ancestors are definitely with you. The divine is with you. Okay, you need to go deep into your practice. Okay, and I'm not saying voodoo and all this and that and the third. Some of you could be getting ready to travel, take a trip, and then I see Miss Ida. I feel like some of you are living in a haunted house. I feel like some of you are living in a haunted house. Some of you got there's a spirit in your house. There is a spirit in your house. Yeah, there's a spirit in your house. And the spirit is here. It's taking its time. Doesn't even wanna. But yeah, it's giving me. It's crazy. It's almost like, It's almost like child in the attic. It's kind of spooky, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild, you guys. But like I said, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna come back and I'll give you guys a bonus extended reading. Okay? Because I feel like you got what you wanted from this, what you needed, but you are covered. But there's a message that wants to come in for you. But the Ten of Pentacles keeps showing up for you. Then you got here the Big Mama Queen. And like I said, native, some of you can have native Indian roots. Some of you, again, meant to find out why is Miss Ida showing up in your reading. But yeah, like I said, you're being covered by your grandmother, your mother, the Two of Cups that wanted to show up. Yeah, it's definitely giving me back, back in the day when Auntie and Mama and all Mama, Big Mama, all her sisters and siblings would come to the house, auntie, uncles, and cousins. And every holiday, the family would get together and they would cook. Everybody would bring a dish, potluck, and everybody would be in the kitchen cooking. It's giving me that. You're covered. But I'm going to leave it there, you guys, okay? Because we done been here too long. And I will come back with a bonus extended part 2 reading in about 35, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Okay, I'll say an hour. What time is it now? 5:58? Okay. So I'll say about 7:30. Let me take me out something to cook. And I'll come back. Yeah, you're definitely covered, you guys. Like I said, your spiritual ancestors are in the building with you. I can't make it up, you guys. I really can't. Some of you got somebody who's definitely trying to do spell work for sure. Yeah, I feel the evil presence. I do. It's taking me, yeah. Okay, let's close this out, you guys, because I'm seeing, yeah. Like I said, this is a reader who reads bones. You can have a spiritual ancestor that read bones. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. But I will come back with a bonus extended because there's some things that I'm gonna touch on. When I come back in your bonus reading, there's some things that we're gonna close this out. All right, you guys. This has been your reading on this one right here, your part one. Like I said, this is somebody who was really trying to work their magic, but your ancestors is coming in. They need you to humble yourself and spiritually ground yourself, spiritually cleanse yourself, spiritually anoint yourself. I'm not going to say too much because, like I said, I don't know who's watching. Okay. But I will leave it there and I will come back and give you guys a second reading a little bit later. All right. God bless.